Let's check if Niantic responded. They responded! Oh, thank Jesus Lord. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So if you haven't seen YouTube or Twitter, Niantic published an official response to the huge backlash that I've made videos about. Plenty of YouTubers made a video about. Community was fed up and wanted to have communication with Niantic about the spin distance. They wanted to pretty much revert it and all that. And Niantic published an official response. Today, let's go through it. Let's talk about it, and then let's talk about what the future of my gameplay and maybe what your gameplay will look like based on this response. If you don't want to watch me read the blog post, by the way, I'll leave it below so you can go ahead and just check it out for yourself. And also timestamps below so you can skip it. August 5th, so it was posted yesterday, a response to our Pokemon Go community. To our Pokemon Go community, we appreciate your letter and all your feedback. We hear you. We are humbled by your response. Not every game has such a passionate global base that we are fortunate enough to have. If you don't know, Zoe Two Dots banded up a bunch of creators. She wrote a letter, and we pretty much all started going crazy and retweeting that letter yesterday to tag Niantic using the hashtag #HearUsNiantic. We actually got that hashtag trending to number 2 in the USA, number 14 in Canada, I think around number 14 in Mexico, number like 7 in the UK. Pretty much hashtag #HearUsNiantic was trending yesterday based off just the Pokemon Go community coming together, tagging Niantic and telling them, hey, you have to hear us about Pokestop distance. This is the letter. You can pause on screen if you haven't seen it and if you want to read it, but let's continue here with their blog. Like everyone else around the world, our team has been working very hard to adapt to the global health environment. The recent expiration bonuses changes we've made in the US and New Zealand are designed to restore some of the foundational elements players enjoyed prior to 2020 and reward players once again for moving and exploring, encouraging people to explore, exercise, and safely play together in person remains Niantic's mission. The health and well-being of players is our top priority, which is why we've implemented the new exploration bonuses in select geographies where it is deemed safe to be outdoors. Research has shown taking walks outside is safe and confers several health benefits. Furthermore, encouraging outdoor exploration is in keeping with Niantic's mission. That said, we will still continue to monitor health and safety guidance related to outdoor activities, and we will make further changes if necessary. We have heard your feedback about one change in particular, that of Pokestop and gym interaction distance. We revert the interaction distance from 80 meters back to the original 40 meters, starting in the US and New Zealand, because we want people to connect to the real place in the real world and visit the places that are worth exploring. However, we have heard your input loud and clear, and so to address your concerns you have raised, we are taking the following actions. We are assembling an internal cross-functional team to develop proposals designed to preserve our mission of inspiring people to explore the world together, while also addressing specific concerns that have been raised regarding interaction distance. We will share the findings of this task force by the next in-game season change, September 1st. As part of this process, we will also be reaching out to community leaders in the upcoming days to join us in this dialogue. Our goal is to build a fun, engaging experience that remains true to our mission, and we thank you for challenging us with thoughtful and constructive feedback, the Niantic team. So yeah, that's pretty much the blog post, guys. Let me know what you think about it below. Me, I'm just happy we got a response. If you've seen any of my videos, none of my videos were the problem was the Pokestop interaction distance, in my opinion. I do think Pokestop interaction distance, like, it should stay, but also I understand that it's the same how it was before, so we can go ahead and play. It's just a quality of life update. I don't know why they would remove it, but my main issue was always the communication of Niantic, them not answering any of the feedback, saying, hey, you know, just giving us the silent treatment completely. But with this letter, finally, they have gone ahead and acknowledged us, which I am super appreciative of. That was the goal. So the question here lies, people are gonna be like, are you gonna still be free to play? Are you still gonna spend money on this game? What is your plan, Pokédaxi? As much as I appreciate Niantic responding to us, I'm still gonna stay free to play, and let me explain why. If you didn't know, the amount of effort that had to be put in to get this blog post out was a lot. Like I mentioned, we got hashtag #HearUsNiantic trending to number 2 in US, pretty much just trending on Twitter. We had petitions signed with over 170,000 people. We did so much just to get Niantic to hear us and send us this one letter. This just makes my stomach kind of uneasy thinking about the future, in which if there is another problem like this to arise, will we have to go through this amount of effort to get our community heard and acknowledged? I want Niantic to be able to see maybe 1,000 players having an issue or a concern about a certain thing, a small amount, like obviously not like 2 or something like that, but you know, even a small part of the player base, and I want them to address those concerns of the player base, explain why they're making those changes for whatever the change may be. I just don't want to have to go through this much effort again just to get this response from Niantic. And people don't even like this response because it does seem like a little bit of mumbo jumbo and corporate, you know, mix of words saying really nothing. But I just don't want to go through that effort again. So with this being said, I actually want Niantic to change something, and I want to see what they're going to do to be sure this doesn't happen in the future where we have to go ahead and get something trending on Twitter, get petitions signed just to get them to acknowledge us. They do say here, we have heard your input loud and clear, address your concerns. They're going to be putting an internal cross-functional team to develop proposals designed to preserve our mission of inspiring people. I don't even know what that means. Like, this is like 20 words. Like, what is this? Just a team that are going to work on like, I don't really know what that means. And also said they're going to be reaching out to community leaders in the next couple of days. I don't know who the community leaders are. Those like creators, influencers, big name players like Brandon Tan. I'm not 100% sure, but pretty much what my plan is to wait until September 1st. I'm going to be free to play until September 1st, and then I'm going to reevaluate what exactly Niantic are doing to make sure this never happens again, because I really appreciate the communication and them finally acknowledging us. Really, in the end, that was the main goal for me, just to get acknowledgement that the community doesn't like Pokestop distance. But the fact that we had to take it to this extreme just makes me uneasy for the future, in which if this does happen again, I don't want to have to repeat the same steps and put that much effort in just to get communication with Niantic. So I will be waiting until September 1st. I'm really curious what the community leaders and the internal cross-functional team is going to be, what Niantic is pretty much planning with that. And then on September 1st, I'll see what actions they take, because pretty much what the community is saying, Niantic has heard us, they've responded to us. Now, what actions are they going to take to make sure that this doesn't happen again, in which, you know, we have to beg for Niantic's attention like this much? We're going to find out what exactly happens. Guys, I'd love to know what you guys think below of this response. Are you satisfied with it? Are you not? Are you going to be free to play? Are you going to be pay to play? In the end, guys, can't judge what you do in the game. So please, everyone, respect everybody's decisions. But for now, I'm going to be chilling, staying free to play. I do still have like 8,000 Pokecoins, so I don't really know if I can call it free to play, since I can still buy passes. I have 8,000 coins from back at GoFest. So also, on the topic of me staying free to play, most of my upcoming tip videos will most likely be a mix of free to play and also pay to play focus, since I know with this response, a lot of people will be reverting to paying for the game. So I'm going to make sure I'm covering both ends of the spectrum for if people want to be free to play and people don't want to be free to play. What are the best tips for both of those groups of people? But that's pretty much the video. I really appreciate you being here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We're going to see you in the next one. Follow for more tips.